And now the news on BBC One with Chris Lowe. The time is 12:30.
Good afternoon. The Bosnian Serbs have toughened their stance on the release of the remaining 257 UN hostages. Their military commander, General Mladic, has said the Red Cross cannot visit them, and he confirmed they would not be released unless there was a guarantee of no more airstrikes. The 11 British soldiers who've already been freed are being debriefed today at their base in Split.
All of the 11 Royal Welsh Fusiliers are now at the British headquarters in Split, including the 2 soldiers who were injured in a road accident and were kept overnight at an American field hospital in Zagreb. They are being debriefed and will undergo a physical and psychological examination. Each will be given a free telephone call to their families and loved ones. All of the released hostages will also get a week's holiday to return home before rejoining their units in Bosnia. Despite earlier conciliatory signals, the Bosnian Serb commander, General Ratko Mladic, has now taken a hardline position on their release. He told the UN Chief of Staff by phone that his forces would not free the remaining 257 UN personnel without a guarantee of immunity from NATO airstrikes. Mladic also refused to say anything about the US pilot shot down over Bosnian Serb territory, saying he would only discuss the pilot's fate in a face-to-face meeting with the commander of UN forces in ex-Yugoslavia. Richard Carruthers, BBC News, Zagreb.
There's been renewed fighting in the Bosnian capital Sarajevo. 4 people are reported to have been killed and at least 2 others seriously injured when Bosnian Serbs shelled a suburb west of the city's airport. The shells landed early in the morning in Butmir, an area which sits across a vital government supply line into the city. Here, Eurotunnel has denied reports that safety authorities have refused the company a license to carry tourist coaches under the channel. It's been claimed that the start of Eurotunnel's new service would be delayed by at least a month and that it could lose business worth £1 million a week. 3 people will appear in court tomorrow charged with possessing explosives and firearms in connection with the bombing of the Israeli embassy last year. 14 people were injured when a 30-pound bomb exploded outside the building in Kensington. The 2 women and 1 man were arrested on Thursday night after a raid in West London. There's massive security in the Chinese capital Beijing for the 6th anniversary of the Tiananmen Square massacre, when troops brutally suppressed pro-democracy demonstrations. The Chinese government has declared a state of national alert for 3 days.
The nervous Chinese capital, a roadblock, police, searches of anyone suspicious. University professor Ding Zilin. Her son was killed in 1989. She says the victims of the massacre should be treated with dignity. But China still says they were criminals. Surveillance cameras checked Tiananmen Square for any more suspects. 6 years ago, this square was the scene of devastation. China stood condemned. The security operation going on now suggests that the policies which led to bloodshed then haven't changed. The same men are in charge, using the same methods to crush any whisperings of dissent.
Are there some special rules in operation?
We were unwelcome in the square. Our identity was checked. Our presence reported back. Humphrey Hawksley, BBC News, Beijing.
Cricket, and there are 2 surprises in England 12 for the first Cornhill Test against the West Indies, which begins at Headingley on Thursday. Robin Smith will open the batting, and the Worcestershire spin bowler Richard Illingworth has also been recalled. The full team is Atherton, the captain, Smith, Hick, Stewart, who will also keep wicket, Thorpe, Ramprakash, De Freitas, Gough, Martin, Illingworth, Fraser and Malcolm. And that's it. There'll be more from the newsroom at 6 o'clock.